Hello, darling. You're up very early, aren't you?
Horrible, isn't it? But I got to exercise Nigel early because I want to take her out to town.
Morning, Mummy.
Morning, darling.
You won't forget to get my dress for tonight, will you?
I won't.
Watson!
Daddy can't get his boot off. Too much port, I expect.
Audrey, you're not to talk of your father like that. Now run along, you'll be late for school.
I don't care if I am late. I hate school.
You used to love it. You have changed lately, haven't you?
Growing up, that's all.
Yes, I suppose that's it. Audrey, what would you say now Joyce is getting married? If I asked Daddy if we could leave this big house and go to a smaller one.
Oh, no, Mummy. I know Daddy's hard up. But it'll be all right now Mr. Eber's putting money into the farm. I think it's a jolly good thing, Joyce marrying his son.
It's not quite what I meant. Come in.
Breakfast in a few minutes, madam.
Oh, thank you, Watson.
Mr. Prescott refused his breakfast and has gone to the veterinary surgeon.
Oh,
He asked me to deal with one or two matters during his absence.
I don't think I want any breakfast either. I didn't sleep well.
I trust you weren't disturbed, madam.
What? Oh, no. Thank you, Watson.
I regret to inform you, madam, that Mrs. Venning...
Oh, not again. Dear. Mr. Prescott doesn't know, does he?
Oh, no, madam.
Oh, very well, I'll come down and see her. Oh, Watson, there isn't anything else irregular, is there?
No, madam. Everything perfectly normal.
Oh, dear. More trouble.
Yes, madam.
No, not even if Miss Joyce was having twins, I wouldn't stay. I've worn my blinking suitcase out packing it this last month. Nothing's going to stop me leaving this time.
The way you go on leaving, I should keep your case packed.
Oh, good morning, Mrs. Venning. It's a lovely day, isn't it?
Beautiful, But with due respect, I wouldn't rightly care if it was raining cats and dogs. Not even if they was human cats and dogs.
I think Mrs. Venning means if it was real rain, madam.
Yes, the wet sort.
Oh, dear. What has happened this time?
It's me hat. Me Sunday hat, too, mum. Right through the middle.
Oh, what a shame.
And such a beautiful hat.
First I thought it was him, then them. And now I know it's it. And it's had it, mum.
Such a pretty hat, too. But fortunately, Mrs. Venning, I have one
I'm
that I'm
sorry,
sure...
mum.
Oh, but it's the very latest model. I wore it on my honeymoon. It comes from Paris, Mrs. Venning.
Paris?
Did you say Paris, mum?
Paris.
No, I might oblige.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Venning. I'm so glad, and I do hope everything will be all right in future.
I hope so.
Oh, don't you worry. I'll take the tray.
Yes, and I'll take her case, madam. Oh, yours.
Savvy away, the idiots. Breakfast ready, dear? Hilda, what is the matter with you this morning?
Nothing, Wilfred. Nothing.
There certainly is. What's going on in there?
Don't go in there, Wilfred, please.
What's got into everybody this morning? Have you all gone crazy? Coal. Well, I...
It's that coal again.
Where?
Drawing room now. First time he's seen it. And about time, too.
Men don't know much what goes on in the house, do they, Venny?
Men. No, I've told him about those noises. Horrible things they are when you're half asleep.
Oh, Mrs. Venning, about that drawing room rug that you found with a hole burnt in it, I wrote to the insurance company and claimed £25. They're sending their assessor today to see it. Mr. Harris.
No.
Oh, and Mrs. Venning, you won't say anything about what happened?
Very good, mum.
the matter, Mother?
Nothing, darling, just a headache, that's all.
Didn't you sleep well again?
No. Did you?
Fine.
Oh. Look what Mr. Ibris sent your father.
That's jolly good. I'm Sally the Belle of the Hilton Grange herd. I know it's good. I put my all in it. That's just what Daddy wants. Somebody commercial. Anyway, our herd's milk will be a jolly good ad for old Ebury. What is the matter, Mummy?
Awful noises. Thumping and dragging. I don't think I can stand it much longer. My goodness, the study. He mustn't see the study. No, Wilfred, don't go in there.
Now, don't tell me there are noises in the study as well.
Well, no, not exactly. It does creak a little, but mostly things just sort of turn round in there.
Turn round? Hilda, have you been drinking?
Yeah, I wish I had.
Great Scott. Well, I'm dead.
There, I told you.
And grandfather. By Jove, I know exactly. It was that boy I sent, the one who drove the tractor.
It's not, Wilfred. It couldn't be. He can't make noises. Not those noises.
Oh, stop jabbering about noises, Hilda. The little brute did this to get his own back. It's perfectly clear.
Well, what about the lights?
What lights?
On the top floor, in the attic, in the middle of the night.
How could you see lights on the top floor in the middle of the night when you're asleep in bed? Listening to the noises.
Well, I haven't. But lots of the village people have.
Well, bolt all the windows at night, and I'll tell the boy's father to turn his behind. And that's that.
I wish I could believe you, Wilfred, but I can't. This house has become unbearable. It's horrifying.
Hilda, we've lived here happily for 20 years, and now it's horrifying. It's ridiculous. You must pull yourself together. I can't have you like this when Ebury comes.
Well, I have tried, Wilfred. Really, I have. I can't help it. I'm just frightened here. It's so awful to come down in the morning and find all the pictures turned to the wall. And then there's the coal.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Come in, Watson. Hilda, you need a holiday. Away from the house and the girls. Watson, have you noticed anything strange in here recently?
No, sir. Everything quite regular.
But what's in those pictures?
Some are best under the wall.
That's my grandfather.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
But, Wilfred, the coal. And
the noises.
Things do go bump in the night, sir. Then I found something always is happening at night, sir. And I've learned to live and let live, sir.
There you are, Hilda, and he sleeps upstairs. Get that drawing room cleared up. This can wait.
Very good, sir.
Now let us go and see the rug. And you'll feel better, eh?
But I don't...
Now.
Very well, dear.
Nerves, worries, fancies, that's all it is. What the devil? Someone's broken the window.
Look on the floor, Wilfred.
Coal. Extraordinary thing. There's no glass here.
I'm off now, Mummy. Mummy, I'm having tea with Freddie and his mother. They're driving me down.
All right, darling. Well, hurry along now.
Bye-bye, Mummy. Bye-bye, Daddy.
Hilda, I'm beginning to realize what you're up against.
Well?
A catapult. That's what I think. I'll catapult the little blighter when I get hold of him. You'd better get some wine up for dinner, Watson.
Had I better not steam off the label, sir? Made in England and pork type, rather a prejudiced one, I feel, sir.
No, we'll have the good stuff this time.
Oh, very good.
Have you seen it yet, Wilfred?
I'm going to show it to the chap when he comes.
Is that all you can say?
Oh, for heaven's sake, relax, Hilda. What with your fancy and Ebury coming, and Drew trying to get rid of Sally. Is everybody in this house going...
Oh, no. Can't say it anymore.
Sheep dip, pig's food, rabbit hutches, mange cures, flea powders, manures, and all fertilizers at the back door. There, salts. No farm implements through here. Office entrance at the back door. Round there.
I'd have you know I have no implement.
Bore walls?
No, Great War. You get fish and Nimble and you'll cop it.
First right again, and you'll find it.
I'm here on business, not pleasure. I represent the Empire Insurance Company. Somebody's burnt a hole in the rug here and is trying to touch us for it.
Now, why didn't you say that in the first place? Mr. Prescott has been waiting for you.
Oh, that's better.
The back door. Good afternoon, and what can I do for you? Oh, this way, sir.
Go on. Yes.
The insurance person, sir.
Yeah, mind your manners. Oh, yes. Afternoon, Squire. Joe Harris, Empire Insurance. Come to settle your little bit of trouble, sir. That's right, sir. Harris is the name. Always pays on the dot. No unnecessary questions asked. Well, not for a start, at any rate.
Well, sit down and shut up.
Eh? Well, I mean, a gentleman like you has no idea what we run up against. I mean, I got a case of arson in here, red hot. You get 10 years for that.
Well, that's very interesting.
Once I get my teeth in something, I'd only go in a hurry, I can tell you.
Well, you better keep him insured. You never can tell. Well, I can give you just 10 minutes. I've got some people arriving. I suppose you want to have a look at the rug?
Yeah, better have a deco. How was it burnt?
I suppose a coal fell out of the fire.
Ah, where did that happen?
I'm the faintest. The cook found it. I'll give up.
Very good. Oh, yes. Good, sir.
Lucky I didn't make the claim, or I'd have charged you £50.
Well, 25 quid a hole isn't exactly cheap.
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
That's true. Last week I had to pay 500 quid for one.
Really? What, a Persian?
Chinese. Queer but expensive. Lovely on the floor, though. Yeah, I wouldn't mind spitting one out at home. Not off, I wouldn't.
I once laid a Turk. In there. But my wife wouldn't stand for it.
Wives. Very narrow-minded.
But the colour was very attractive.
Well, there's something very attractive about holes to them as has them. At 25 quid a time.
My good fellow, you seem to think I'd be glad the rug was burnt. But it is disfigured. And naturally, I want my money. Come into the drawing room.
All right, no offence meant.
Watson,
Sir.
tell Mrs. Venning I want her. That's a very valuable fur.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's a lovely bit of skin, that is. Lose your way in that, couldn't you?
North American bear.
Go on. Yes, that's a nasty hole, that is.
Why, the thing's ruined.
Make a nice set of dinner mats out of it, couldn't you? Hare soup every day, then, eh? Yes.
You sent for me, sir?
Mrs. Venning, when did you find that rug burnt?
Last Tuesday it was. I shall never forget it to my dying day. I know it was last Tuesday because that's the day the girl didn't get up.
That's going to bed without the guard in front of it.
The mistress always leaves the guard there, sir.
I see. Lummy, I couldn't get my little finger through that.
Well, that's the idea of having a guard, so nothing can get through.
But a little coal couldn't make a big hole like that.
It could have started it burning, couldn't it?
Queer. That's all I gotta say.
Don't hoot me. I don't like it.
Excuse me, sir, but
But what?
nothing could have got through that guard there. Not even a little ember.
What the blazes do you mean, Mrs. Venning?
Because there wasn't no fire.
No fire?
There hasn't been one in here for a month.
Aha. Now I've got my teeth in it, insurance or not.
Oh, this is ridiculous. It must have been a cigarette.
No, sir. I found the coal in the old, same as the act.
But you said...
There were no fire here, sir.
Arson, that's what.
How the devil can a live coal get on the rug when there's no fire?
How can one get in the hat box?
I'm not interested in your hat.
Any claim?
Well, I never thought of that, Mr. Harris.
No, there's no claim.
Oh, Wilfred, there's a... Oh,
There's a what?
there's a Mr. Spencer to see you.
Yes. But I want to get this business straightened out. First I find the place covered in coal, then there's a fire and no coal.
I'd like the recipe for that one.
Oh, dear.
Can I claim for me hat, Mum?
Well,
You can try, Cookie. Any more claims here and I call a copper.
Harris, you're being too familiar.
Mrs. Venning, please get the tea. I'll tell Mr. Harris all about it.
I'll bet.
And me hat, Mum?
Well, not now, Mrs. Venning. Wilfred, I've just seen Mr. Ebrey's car. He'll be here any moment.
What? You must go.
Not likely.
Hilda, put Ebley in here. Harris, come with me. Can't give a moment, Spencer.
Mr. Prescott, I think I can help you. Now, don't worry about the old cow. She'll be all right as soon as I've done the coal business. I'm sure of it.
Lummy, I wouldn't cook you enough for $1 million.
What on earth's the coal to do with the old cow?
Well, somebody got to clear it up, haven't they?
Shut up. Have you gone mad, too?
Ah, that's a feature of these cases, Mr. Prescott. Everything does seem mad.
That's right, plead insanity. You'll get off for 6 months.
Will you keep quiet, Harris?
Oh, don't blame him. He doesn't understand.
Nor do I. You're from the Agricultural College to see a cow?
Agricultural College, my dear sir. I come from the College of Psychical Research.
What?
Psychical research. The investigation of unnatural and supernatural phenomena.
Of course, tell him if you don't frighten himself to death.
What the devil are you doing, snooping around my house?
Mr. Prescott, your animals are ill and no one knows why. There are lights, signs, manifestations. Windows are broken. Coal scattered over the floor. Things are burnt where no fire or flame exists.
Let me have a ghost in a minute.
How do you mean?
Not exactly ghosts, Mr. Harris, but a scientifically recognized manifestation.
Still ghosts to me.
A poltergeist. A person in a house possessed of a mischievous, sometimes evil spirit.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Oh, not at all. You've read of them frequently in the papers. There was that child at Margate only last week.
Oh, I remember that. No, it's just a setup to cover the old.
Quiet.
Mr. Prescott, I assure you a poltergeist has taken possession of this house.
A polter, or whatever you call it, may or may not have taken possession of this house. Mr. Spencer, a no fool, faddling, psychical investigator is going to do the same thing.
I beg of you to treat this seriously. It can be dangerous.
It can be a lot of twaddle, too. You know where the door is, I think.
Oh, very well. Very well. But you'll need me sooner or later. I'll be waiting at the Crown.
Father said, it is a bit...
Daddy, how naughty you are.
Oh, good afternoon, good afternoon. A word of advice to you, sir. Be careful. Be very, very careful.
Well, I never. Make a note of it, Miss Mintot. Now get this in your thick head. I withdraw my claim, so now you can clear out.
It's out of your hands now. Once the phony claim is made...
Will you clear out?
I got my teeth in that rug, and once I get my teeth in anything, I don't...
Take it out and chew it. Out you go.
Good afternoon, Prescott. Hope I don't disturb you.
Save my ruined life. Great Scott.
Not at all, my dear Evelyn. Of course you don't. Let me present you to Mr. Harris, a friend of mine, a director of the Empire Insurance Company. Hey, Harris?
Delighted.
Sit down, Mr. Evelyn. Surely, Harris, you recognize Vincent Evelyn, the great industrialist? The founder of Evelyn's Food for Every Man?
Oh, you flatter me, Prescott. Just a humble working millionaire, but interested in insurance, Mr. Harris. Very interested.
Oh, rather?
Oh, Harris is the man for that. The greatest expert in England. Hey, Harris?
Well, they'd hardly say that.
As you're staying for the celebrations, we must have a long talk on insurance, eh?
Staying?
Well, I dare say I could fix you up with a few policies.
I've been pressing Harris to stay, but unfortunately he has to go. Almost at once. Haven't you, Harris?
Oh, no doubt I could cancel a couple of directors' meetings and put off the Bank of England, if you insist.
Excellent, my dear fellow, excellent. There's going to be a wonderful party, and we shall need insurance advice on this business of ours, Prescott. I brought the draft contracts. Mabel! Miss Minter.
Yes, Mr. Evelyn?
The Prescott contract.
And Daddy, Mr. Evelyn, I mean, can I have a car for the weekend?
Nose to the grindstone, eh? Of course.
Thank you.
I wouldn't mind having my nose on that grindstone. Hey, Prescott, old fellow.
You old devil. So that's how you lost your head.
My hair. What about his, eh, Harris? I'd like to know a few of his tricks.
Tea is served in the drawing room.
Good. Let's have a cup of tea.
That's a good idea.
Oh, my dear Mrs. Prescott, very kind of you to have me on this happy occasion.
So glad you could come.
You go along, I'll follow. Yes, I think I'll stay after all, my men. You might get a room ready for me, will you? I prefer a southern exposure. You can stuff that in your whistle and blow it cock.
Did not stipulate my best suit, Mr. Harris. But it's quite a fit.
Fit? The boys would have a fit if they could see me in the old soup and fish.
And doubtless many others, Mr. Harris.
Oi, Put your trousers up.
Pardon. Granted. Yes, I do feel. Yes, indeed, a very excellent dinner, eh, Harris?
Oh, tofu. Not half.
Excuse me, gentlemen, but Mr. Prescott suggests that you take port without him.
Oh, he's a bit late, Cock.
He'll be outside the front entrance with the car in 5 minutes.
Oh, very thoughtful of him. Eh, Harris? Very thoughtful.
Yes. Oh, very be, old man. I'll have the details of that policy for you tomorrow.
Excellent, my dear fellow, excellent. I'll give it my scrutiny.
Eh?
Excuse me, after you with the port, Harris.
Oh, I'm most awfully sorry.
Would you care for a cigar, sir?
Oh, thank you. Oh, no, I have one. Oh, thank you, Harris. By jingo, a manifestation. I'm never seen anything like it in my life. Oh,
Brandy, gentlemen?
yes, plenty of brandy. What's up?
Up there, why, what's the matter?
Brandy.
Bobby!
Wait there, darling.
Joyce! Mother! The curtains are on fire. Where's Audrey?
Thomas, action, man. Don't be damn silly. Women and children first. Evening, wait a minute. Oh, what is the explanation? Lights, wavy lights, curtains burning, and do nothing?
Ghosts, that's what it is.
Yes. Ghosts.
Oh, not exactly that, Mr. Avery. I think we better tell him, Prescott.
I suppose so. Come into the drawing.
Oh, sorry, I'd rather... Oh, what? Oh.
What is it, darling?
Will that be all, sir?
You can go to bed, Watson.
Thank you.
I suppose I should thank you.
And who considers me? Bottles move, things turn, curtains catch on fire.
Holes growing, rugs, hats burn.
Mr. Prescott, I can't afford to be mixed up with this sort of thing. The scandal, the gossip. I have a position to maintain.
Well, maintain it sitting down. And stop panicking. I'm not, and it's my house and my family.
And I take good care they both remain exclusively yours, with no connection whatsoever with my son or myself.
Wait a minute, Dad. Dad, you must give Mr. Prescott a chance to clear this up.
We are leaving here immediately. By every moment I feel...
Remember the advertisements, the sales of Avery's food. Think what you're going to lose, man, if you act rashly.
Mr. Spencer, nothing can happen for 48 hours after the curtain's burning, can it?
Well,
Come on, Dad.
If Mr. Spencer assures me that nothing else can occur during my stay...
Go on, assure him.
well, I can assure you that...
There you are, Avery.
You see, it's quite all right, Dad.
Then against every instinct I will remain. But if it's not cleared up in 48 hours, the marriage and our contract are finished. Come, Robert.
Nice pickle. Well, anyway, thank goodness we'll have a quiet night.
I didn't say it was under control.
What? Here, I'm off. No, you don't. Think of Avery's policy. He hasn't signed it yet, eh? I don't want to look a fool.
Yes, but I'm not...
Wilfred, I'm worried about Audrey.
Now, Mrs. Prescott, I'd like you to tell me about it. Now.
I've seen her like this more than once.
What do you mean?
Hot, perspiring, turning. Asleep, yet not asleep. Oh, it's difficult to explain, but it's as if my Audrey isn't there at all. She seems possessed.
I'm afraid it is Audrey, Mrs. Prescott. You see, a poltergeist is a loose, wild spirit that seeks to do mischievous, sometimes evil things. But that spirit needs the physical force of a living person to translate its will to action.
You. Are you here? Tell me, are you here?
I can do what I want to do now.
Move it. Go on, move it.
We've got to do something.
One can drive them out by strong wills, constant vigil, and photography.
Photography?
Yes. They hate their actions being recorded. So we must aggravate that spirit until it unleashes all its fury. And undaunted, we shall stay, but it will go.
Go on. Where?
Into the being of some weak or feeble-minded person.
Ah. Right. When do we do this?
Tomorrow night. Goodbye till then. We'll do our best, Mrs. Prescott.
Tomorrow night? Yeah, that's all jolly fine. What do I do tonight?
Good afternoon, Watson.
Good afternoon.
Now, careful about everything. Careful.
Are you staying long, sir?
As long as I'm wanted. And believe me, I am wanted.
What the devil's all this?
If you want to get rid of your trouble, you must allow me to go to work in my own way.
Not so loud. We couldn't get even into the races. He's got a hangover. Come with me. Put all that stuff in the morning room out of sight.
Very good.
Now listen, Spencer. I don't care what tricks you get up to, as long as you don't upset that blasted fool Evelyn. Tell him you got everything under control. Tell him you're here for observation only. Tell him what the hell you like, only make him happy.
Don't you worry about him. Now, if you want some assistance, can I count on you?
Well, I've got a duck gun, if that's any use.
Oh, nothing so drastic as that will be necessary, I assure you. What about the other fella?
Harris. That's a good idea.
You rang, sir?
I did not. Not a word about this to Mrs. Venning.
Sir.
Tell Harris I want a word with him.
Very good, sir.
This really isn't the right moment for business, Harris. I can't understand what I'm doing.
That's what I thought. Now then.
Now, just saying here, you see, on the dotted lane.
Oh, dear, I can see more spots than dots, I regret to say. However, I suppose...
I beg your pardon.
Go on, up it. This is my big moment.
What? Mr. Prescott would like a word with you very urgently, Mr. Harris, in the study.
Yes. You go along, Harris. I'll just shut my eyes and think it over.
One of these days I'll do you, son.
Audrey. She's home very early. I wonder...
I think I'd have a word with her if I were you, Mrs. Prescott.
Yes. Yes, I think I will. Oh, tea's in the drawing room.
Thank you.
early. Don't you feel well?
I'm all right, Mummy.
Oh, what is it then?
Mummy, I don't know why I do these awful things.
What awful things, darling?
Miss Hancock's coming to see you.
Miss Hancock?
She says she won't keep me at school any longer.
Audrey, what have you done?
Nothing, Mummy. Says I'm a bad influence. I can't help it, Mummy. Can I?
I am a scientist, Mr. Ebrey, with a scientific approach to these problems. The child isn't abnormal, merely the unfortunate medium for a disturbing agency, which I propose in due course shifting elsewhere. Scientifically, of course.
I jolly well hope so, or
Miss
else...
Hancock is in the study, sir.
That woman? Excuse me, Ebrey.
So, nothing whatsoever is likely to happen tonight?
Not a thing if I can help it.
I am here purely to observe, Mr. Ebrey. What tea?
No, I thank you.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Prescott, I've come to ask you to remove your daughter from my establishment.
Audrey, what's she been up to?
She's a bad influence, Mr. Prescott. And stories have got about, preposterous stories. I don't believe them myself, but the girls have been talking and parents are complaining and...
Audrey's been telling me. Wilfred, whatever are you doing?
Don't be a fool. Look at those flowers.
Oh.
Packing again?
First train in the morning to my sister's, if I'm spared.
You'll be spared, I regret to say.
Have you seen the mechanicalization he's brought? There'll be no sleep in this house tonight.
Really, gentlemen, this is absurd. But I tell you, I feel remarkably wakeful.
The sun before the storm. Don't risk it.
Bed's the place for you. You're looking very tired.
Yeah, not at all well.
I feel perfectly fit, thank you.
Well, he doesn't look it, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Really, gentlemen, this is absurd. I don't want to go to bed. I'd much rather sit up and listen to some jolly chamber music.
Well, you can do that in dinner, old man.
Oh, very well, if you insist. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
But now that we've got rid of him, we can get started.
Yes.
Ah, Mr. Harris, I have a few sandwiches for you.
Forgive and forget, eh?
Exactly, sir. I cut the breast of a chicken, the pure white meat, and left it with a whiskey for Mr. Prescott. And I thought
Chicken?
perhaps...
I'm rather partial to a bit of chicken.
Unfortunately, however, there isn't chicken.
Ah, well, as long as you've got something nice instead, a bit of partridge, perhaps.
No, sir. Corned beef.
Corned beef? And beer. I suppose the whiskey run out, too.
Yes, sir. But I always say half a loaf is better than none.
Empty cans make most Ralph.
Every cloud has a silver lining, sir.
Little pitchers have big ears. Go on, your turn.
May I wish you a very good night, sir?
I'll bet you do.
And I do hope you exorcise the spirit satisfactorily.
Well, I just thought he got enough exercise keeping about the house all night long.
Exorcise, to cast out. Not exercise, Harris.
Oh. What happens now?
Well, first of all, I want to get you settled.
Well, I don't mind settling, old man. It's these butterflies in here that won't make up their minds. Keep flitting from flower to flower.
Talk about flitting. What's all this for?
Oh, I only use that if things become dangerous. It contains a special mixture, which is sprayed here and there, sometimes has a quieting effect.
Oh, you mean it might come in handy, perhaps?
No, you don't.
Yeah. You don't want to be parsimonious about it, old man. I mean, that's the only armament I shall have.
Well, don't use it indiscriminately. Only in self-defense.
And then I shoot to kill.
Well, let's seal up and then I can leave you.
What are you going to seal up now?
Oh, certain empty rooms and cupboards. There's just a chance that something else might join in.
For another? Isn't one enough? All right, give us a bit of sticky. I'll do the cupboard.
Well, look inside while you're about it.
Nothing in there, is there?
Well, you never know with these old houses. Come on. Now, come along.
I'm doing it! Come on, let me out! Come on! What are you doing now? Don't let me stay here all night! Come on! Let me out! Come on! Come on, let me out!
Good blood. What the blazes do you think you're doing?
Well, the door came off the handle.
Oh, for goodness sake, seal the door and let's get settled. Now, come on, Prescott. Tie the other end to Harris's wrist. Take a second string from the middle up to my station on the stairs.
Well, it seems a lot of rot, but I suppose you know what you're doing.
Now, where are you going to sit?
Oh, I think I'll just walk up and down all night.
I shouldn't do that. I'd sit there if I were you.
What's the string for?
Signal line. Now, if anything happens, I'll give you one long, steady pull.
One long pull.
Got that?
Yeah. One long pull. Yes. What's that?
That's a kind of thermometer. There's usually a sudden drop in temperature before any phenomena occur.
Oh, you think I'll need my coat?
Oh, good luck. Good hunting.
Hope not.
And not a sound.
Hope not.
Don't doze off.
Hope so.
What's that? Harris!
Silly fool. What's it think he's playing at?
I forgot to tell you. I may need your help upstairs.
Oh, I don't care what you forgot. Well, come out in the open like a human being. Don't go sticking me in the dark.
Now, Harris, remember you're a pioneer investigator of a new science. You'll be known as the man who pointed the way.
You're the basket that's pointing the way, and it's up them perishing stairs. And I'm not going. I'm staying here.
Oh, very well. Now, remember, when I'm in position, I'll give you 3 sharp pulls like this. 1, 2, 3, and you'll reply. Well, go on. Now I'll know you're alert and noting all that happens.
Not off.
Have you got everything you want? I've got my thermos and some cold turkey.
I got a screw top and some corned beef. And the only thing I haven't got is an appetite.
Oh, here's a torch for you.
What's that for?
Well, to see with, of course.
There. I'm not having the lights out, you know.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to get stubborn about this, I can tell you. I mean, corned beef and the lights out is a bit too blooming much.
Are you determined?
Yes. I'll give the squire a shilling in the morning for the meter, and she put the price.
Oh, very well. See you don't miss anything.
Me? I've got eyes like a larynx.
what are you doing? Stop, you fool! Now, they'll spoil everything. One more squid out of you and I'll fetch my duck trap.
Oh, I don't exactly know.
Will you please take your places? You've no business to be walking around. The temperature's falling. Anything can happen now.
So your pearl's got to join in, is he?
I don't see her, no. I might get a picture. Got it! Got it! Oh. Hello? It's empty. Now what am I going to do? Oh, well. Perhaps she'll settle down me now. Jove, that did it. Not a bad bag, eh?
Not for you, it wasn't.
They can't face number 4 shot in the hands of an expert.
Now, do you think so?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck to you.
And jolly good luck to you, too.
Oh, it's you, is it?
Yes. You're frightened of me, aren't you? You're afraid I'll do something to you like I did to Bobby.
Frightened? Or what I've been through tonight? No, I'm not frightened of you or your blooming spirit. Sit down. Go on, sit down. Now, listen to me. You're not a bad kid at heart, but you got yourself into bad company somehow. And it's made you feel different from the others, isn't it?
I didn't ask to feel different, Mr. Harris.
Of course you didn't. Now then, you sit there and undo what you've done.
Then you believe I can. He'll come back if I start thinking about him. He never really leaves me. But if he knew where to go, he'd go, I'm sure of it.
I could tell him. Now, come on. Now, say that you don't want anything to happen again, like this.
I don't have to say anything. I just think.
Well, go on then, think. What was that? Was that him? Now, look here. I've had just about enough of you, whatever you are. I mean, fun's fun, but we can't laugh all night. Why don't you leave the kid alone, eh? I mean, you're mucking up her blooming life, you are. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Hey? Oh, well, give the kid a break, see? Pick on someone else for a change. Do you hear me? Go on, Buzzle, Vamoose, Scarpa. Go on, let you go. I've had enough of you. Go on, go down to the village somewhere. They'll love to have you. Here, don't forget your hat.
Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris, he's gone. He's gone.
Yes, I know. I've done it. So up and Bob, I've done it. Come on, let's draw the curtains. It's daylight. What a night, but it's all over now. It's all over now.
Whatever are you doing down here? Who's gone, darling?
You know the poltergeist. Mr. Harris sent him away.
Mr. Harris?
Yes, you don't have to worry anymore. He's gone for good.
Oh, thank heaven.
Now, what's more, I did it.
He did it. I did it.
I've got it. I've got it.
What do you mean you did it? I did it, and it's gone.
There you are, Mr. Prescott. What did I tell you?
Nonsense. I did it. Who did what?
As I told you, Mr. Ebury, I've got rid of it.
Splendid, splendid. I'm so glad, Prescott.
You got rid of it? What do you mean? I got rid of it.
You?
Yes, me. Remarkable, my dear Ebury, wasn't it? I just talked it away.
Nothing of the kind. I did it.
Why, what are you talking about? You know blooming well I did it. You only got to ask your own daughter. Why, she was here with me a minute ago we did it.
That's right, Harris. You did it. Yes, Harris, you did it.
Well, I'm glad you realize it.
Oh, yes, old man, you did it.
Yes.
Yes.
Give credit where credit is due.
Yes, you did it, Harris.
Your case, Mr.
What you looking at? What you laughing at? What's the joke?